The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. The apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." The Lord replied, "If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you would say to this mulberry tree, 'Be uprooted and planted in the sea,' and it would obey you." Who among you would say to your servant, who has just come in from plowing or tending sheep in the field, "Come here immediately and take your place at table"? Would he not rather say to him, "Prepare something for me to eat, put on your apron and wait on me while I eat and drink. You may eat and drink when I am finished"? Is he grateful to that servant because he did what was commanded? So should it be with you. When you have done all you have been commanded, say, "We are unprofitable servants. We have done what we were obliged to do." The Gospel of the Lord.
Increase our faith. That's what the disciples say to Jesus. The Bible is all about the meaning of faith, and that's where answers can be found, which is probably why many people today don't understand what faith is. In today's growing cultural view, faith means anti-intellectualism, believing in fairy tales, accepting things on the basis of no real evidence. Surveys of young people say they are leaving the faith for science, believing that Catholicism is incompatible with what they are learning in high school and in college. And yet the truth of the matter is that the Catholic Church has very few disagreements with modern science. And over the course of time, some of the greatest scientists have been Catholics, even Catholic priests. Where there are disagreements, it is most often related to questions that science has no evidence for, and that science may never be able to answer. Genuine biblical faith is always above and beyond reason and science, but it is inclusive of reason and science. There is no incompatibility between the two. Faith is trusting in God and being open to what God will reveal to us, what God will do in our lives, and who God will invite us to become. When we ask for more faith, we're not asking to learn the doctrines and teachings of the church more deeply. We can do that on our own. We can buy a catechism. We can read the catechism and commentaries on the catechism. We can learn about the content of our faith. But faith is a relationship to a person, three persons: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The faith allows us to accept that with our finite intelligence and limited powers of reason, we are not in charge, we are not in control, and we are not the measure of everything. We are part of something bigger, God's great design. Faith is not a surrender of reason. It is a confident trust in the wisdom and plan of God. When we live out of this perspective, amazing things can happen. That's what having the faith the size of a mustard seed is all about. That's what having faith the size of a mustard seed that can uproot a tree and plant it in the sea is all about. And the implications of Christ's words are that most of us have faith that's not that strong. Because this kind of faith, believing in that way, means turning over our life to God, laying down our life to God. And this is exactly what we see in the lives of the saints. A saint, someone said, is a person in whom Christ lives again. Christ who was humble, Christ who was trusting, Christ who was obedient even unto death, laying down his life. And amazing things can happen. We just need to look at the lives of the saints. I think of the example of the two Teresas, Mother and the little flower. Mother Teresa of Calcutta, recently canonized, in 1951 moved into the worst slum in the world in Calcutta with absolutely nothing, not even a place to sleep. And now there are over 5,000 missionaries of charity throughout the world, tending to Jesus in all of his most distressful disguises. Saint Teresa of Lisieux, the little flower, lived a sequestered life as a Carmelite nun. And she did so for less than 10 years. She died at the age of 24 in 1897. And yet within 25 years she was canonized a saint. She never went out on missions, and yet she is the church's patroness of missions. She had no advanced theological degree or study, but in 1997, on the 100th anniversary of her death, at the World Youth Day in 1997, St. Pope John Paul II proclaimed her to be a doctor of the Church because the publication of her slender journal, The Story of a Soul, not only reflected the faith, but also shed light upon the faith. Amazing lives of faith. Our confidence and trust in God will increase the more we exercise that confidence and trust in God. Jesus invites us today to take that plunge. Now, whatever God asks from us, whatever we discern God is asking of us, do it. Because life And faith is all about trusting in God. As we celebrate this wedding anniversary Mass, why are our married couples here today? They're not here today because they believe in a body of teaching. They are here today because they believe and trust in a person. Persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They are here because of their faith, which has remained intact over any number of years and grown even stronger. Wedding anniversaries are not the result of luck or having the right chemistry or the wonders of romantic love. What holds husband and wife together in love is faithfulness and commitment. Those who were married within the last 45 years probably pronounced these vows within the Church's ritual of marriage. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life. Brides and grooms, with all the excitement, perhaps even nervousness, of their wedding day, cannot grasp immediately the profound truth of their vows when they pronounce them. But though the meaning of those vows will be revealed to them as they continue their lives together. There are many days when it is hard work to live out such vows. Mere feeling is not enough. My brothers and sisters, your vocation is based upon faith. It is based upon love, love for God, faith in God, and love for each other. God has been at your side and a partner in your marriage during your years together. And so it is today we gather to celebrate with you all the good, the joy, the happiness of your life and love together have brought forth. And we also salute you for your fidelity and steadfast courage when challenges have arisen along the way. We honor all the married couples who are here today. You are powerful witnesses to the Creator's wisdom in making us male and female, and in giving us the beautiful vocation of marriage, a beautiful call to grow in holiness. May God bless you with growing love and mutual respect, health, happiness, and peace in the days ahead.